Hi everyone, it's promised that there are on again. Uh, I just want to speak to the recent development with NNPCL. Um, I believe Mele Kyari and his board have been dissolved by the government, and the new NNPC boss, in the name of Ojulai, taking over NNPC, and I want to commend that move by the president. Um, Mele Kyari is overdue for a very long time. He's supposed to have been gone long time ago. But things with Nigeria, everything has to be politicized. Most things are not done on merit. There is no appraisal based on, evidence or things you even said yourself. Because on January 12th, 2023, Mele Kyari himself said that Nigeria will produce 2.2 million barrels per day of oil in 2023. And up until this year, 2025, Nigeria is still producing about 1.6 million barrels per day. Even with the whole Tompolo security outfit, the burning of some of the bunkering ships and boats and stuff like that, still the situation hasn't developed, to a positive outcome. There is still fuel scarcity. Fuel is still very expensive in Nigeria. Even with Dangote coming on stream, we hear now that Dangote does not even source for feedstock for crude oil from Nigeria. It has to even buy from America, and this is a shame. Nigeria is regarded as one of the largest oil producing nation in the country. I think the sixth largest. I stand to be corrected anyway. And then we have to have our own indigenous refinery sourcing fuel from America. It's sad. Even the whole naira for crude thingy, it's all gone down the drain. They couldn't even renew the contract, and that's why Dangote is saying that he has to, value his petrol or his products in dollars, because the business is all done in dollars. And for the longest, the president have intervened, tried to get Dangote to be happy, forced these guys to. Of course, we know Buhari is the one that did worst, that worsened the case more with giving our crude oil, away to sort of borrow money. And those monies, of course, we are looted by these politicians, all in the name of capital projects, which we don't know where it's going. But while I'm happy that Mele Kyari is finally gone, because sometimes there's a political connotation to some of these appointments, why some people are so strong. Mele Kyari has been there since Buhari's government, and sometimes you wonder. Even there are some people I don't even know what is their job role again, and they've been there for long. But Jabir Miller, as the chief of staff, I don't even hear of him again. I don't know what his functions are. I don't know what he's doing anymore. Some people have just gone incommunicado. We don't know what is going on. But let's face it. Let's be absolutely clear. If Nigeria's situation economically is not alleviated, there is no way security can be solved. Security situation or insecurity in Nigeria will continue to be worsened until at such time when people can have a better life. And as it stands today, a pound is still more than 2,000 naira, right? I think it's still 2,012 naira to a pound. So things have been worse up until Tinubu started his tenure 2 years ago till now. He told us to wait, to give him some time. We've been waiting. We've been enduring. But things are not getting better. A bag of cement is still sold in excess of 10,000 naira, depending on where you are buying from, especially in the southeast. So we are still in this quagmire of economic, meltdown, inflation. And I've advised, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let the Monday sit at home stop. Let economic activities in the southeast, which is the business epicenter of Nigeria, continue so that things can ameliorate. If you don't turn money around the system, there is no magic that will turn the situation of Nigeria around. They've not, listened to me. And they are trying so many things, and yet it's proven abortive. If Naira tries to appreciate, it goes back down because there's nothing to sort of keep it up. Petrol that's supposed to be helping us, even though Dangote have tried to slash the price, a few times, he's not getting the feedstock. So the whole thing is a whole lot of nonsense and mess and blah. Like, how do we solve these issues? And this is a testament to the failure of Tinubu. So he needs to start getting things right. He also needs to look at other ministers like the power minister, the economic minister, or the minister of finance. If these people are not delivering, your name is what is going to go down. So, of course, Idris Abdul Karim just released another music that is going viral, right? Your name is what is going to be tarnished. Nobody is going to care whether you care about the people or not. So if these ministers are not doing well, let them go. Let them go. If the IG of police is more of a politician than actually a serviceman, let the man go. He's even finished his tenure, like Sowore has been saying. I don't understand all these political appointments that, it is difficult to sack people because of who they know and who they can lobby. I'm happy Mele Kyari is gone. He's supposed to have been gone a long time ago. He used his mouth to say he's going to give us 2.2 million, and he has not done it after 2 years. Of course, you are not going to put all the blame on him, but if you know you cannot, be the captain, don't try and rock the boat. If you know you don't have anything to offer, don't come and take a position as high as that. Look at Port Harcourt refinery. Today they will say it's functioning. Some days they will say, oh, it's not actually producing a refining crude, that is actually doing blending. Tomorrow they will say, so many stories. And with all this investment in refurbishing and repairing all our refineries, nothing for the common man. So what is the point of removing subsidy? Akpabio, former governor, Wike, former governor, Tinubu, former governor. So they released all the money for subsidy to governors. Governors are happy because of structure of 2027. Now, governors are happy, but what is the benefit of removing that subsidy? The money you are now diverting to governors. How many governors are actually doing well? You can count a few, Alex Soti, Peter, and a few governors from the north and there. And then what else? People are still suffering. People cannot feed. Insecurity, kidnapping, a lot is going wrong in Nigeria. So, Mr. Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, all we are saying is fix up the economy. If you fix up the economy, you've actually fought security by 50%. Then you will know people who are doing evil based on hunger and people who are doing evil because they're actually evil. This is not rocket science. To run a country is not so difficult. Petrol is our God-given underground resource that a lot of countries don't have, and they are still doing better than us. We that have it should have a reason or a way to harness those potentials or those products or resources to our own betterment and not to our own detriment. If you are not fighting corruption, if you are using EFCC as a political tool or ICPC as a political tool, you are never going to fight corruption. I don't know why we keep acting like we don't know what is supposed to be the solution to Nigeria's problem. I don't know why we all waste our time talking on TV, doing all these videos, talking on politics, as if we don't know what to do. Nigerians know what to do, but they refuse to do it. Or they do something else and expect a different result. Please, let's get it right. The three major problems Nigeria is having right now: economic, security, economy, security, and one of the biggest challenge, power. If these three places are not working, if the IG of police, if the minister of security or interior, if these people are not working, let them go. If the finance minister, if your economic superstars, the brains of whatever was their CV, after 2 years, we are still in this quagmire, we are still in this mess. People can still feed an egg. One egg that chicken lays is 300 naira. And we are in a country. We don't have power after how many years of independence? If this country is not working, maybe we could divide them. Division is not such a bad thing. A lot of countries divided. A lot of empires divided. There is nothing wrong with Nigerians dividing and having three children countries or child countries. This is just not working. We keep forcing, we must be one, we must be one. You must be one with people who are killing you steady, destroying your crops, making your farmers unproductive. And we are telling me I am one with those people. How can I be one with somebody? How can you be in your own country and you cannot feel safe? You feel safer abroad in another man's country than your own country. And you say we are one. What useless one? In fact, I'm happy that they are saying that parliamentary constitution, parliamentary bill has gone in the House of Assembly to get into our constitution. Let's also put referendum there. Let's do referendum on if we're supposed to be one country to start with. I don't know why some people can be the problem of the progress of a place. Any small thing, violence. Headsmen everywhere. Benue is crying. Enugu is crying. Everywhere is crying because of a particular people. Meanwhile, they are... Go and read the history of Nigeria. Go and read the Princess Amina and stuff. Fulani people are not even part of Nigeria. What you have is Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo are the three major tribes. The Fulani is conquered from the Sahel and came into Nigeria. And ever since, they have run the... An Hausa man has not been the president of Nigeria. An Igbo man has not been the president of Nigeria. It's Fulani and Yoruba, and then other few tribes. Why must Obama force us to be one? Yet we are dying in numbers. Do you know that Nigeria does not have mortality rate records? If we have the mortality rate, the number of people that die daily in Nigeria, that would be shocking. We don't have power. National grid collapse every day. Somebody is still sitting there as minister. All this, if you know you are not competent, don't wait for you to be sacked. So you say that person is bad to you. Resign. Resign. I just don't know. Everything about Nigeria seems like a cause. And I keep asking, and the question I keep asking myself, even with all the GOs, with all the men of God, with all the prayers, Pastor Jerry is praying every morning. Pastor Bolaji is praying every morning. Pastor Femilas Ross is praying every morning. Everybody is praying. These are powerful men of God. Why is Nigeria still not working? Is there no prophet in Gilead? Why is Nigeria such a bad taste of a country? You come back, you lower your expectation, yet you will still be disappointed. Economy is bad. Power is bad. Security is bad. You can fix all these things by reducing the cost of fuel, by reducing access to food. People is going to people's farm, uprooting their cassava, things that they have to wait a whole year for it to mature so they can sell and make money. You go there, rape women, destroy them, and people will leave the real culprits and face IPOB that is the problem. And say Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. Yet, you are being killed in your numbers by this particular tribe. Nobody speaks against them. The day we continue fooling ourselves and feel like we have fooled ourselves enough, even under a southern president, under a southern regime, yet this situation is like this. When another goes in there, what will then happen? I'm happy Mele Kyari is gone, but more ministers need to go. The Minister of Power needs to go. The Minister of Finance and Economy needs to go. Security needs to be changed if Tinubu really wants to do well. Otherwise, we'll be just fooling ourselves in that country. I'm happy for parliamentary bill to go through. Let Nigeria change the system of government to parliament again. Let it happen. We need something, a big change. We need something that can change the status quo. This thing we are pretending as if we are working is simply not working. Simply not working. Oil makes 60% of Nigeria's income. So we need to fix the petrol. We need to fix the crude oil. We need to fix that oil, that NNPCL. With all Buhari's effort, let's actually know what the problem is. I hope this new management team will do better than what Mele Kyari did. And let's be hopeful and be watching them. Thank you.